To a big update now to a story we've been following here at home. The suspect accused of stabbing a Ukrainian refugee on a North Carolina commuter train is now facing federal charges. In just the last hour or so, you heard DOJ officials calling this a terroristic act. And because these are federal charges, this means the suspect could be eligible for the death penalty. There's been a big uproar after video of the murder of this 23-year-old woman circulated online. And now state officials want to ramp up security on trains and in public spaces. I want to get to Gabe Gutierrez now. And Gabe, North Carolina, what has happened in Charlotte several weeks ago and over the course of the last several weeks has now become a real flashpoint nationally as it relates to the White House and some of their crime initiatives.
Yeah, that's right, Hallie. Look, the White House today and for the last several days has been highlighting this case, especially in the context of President Trump cracking down on crime, as White House officials say, in cities across the country. But this one in particular, because of that video, has really garnered so much attention. And the development now with that federal charge, the suspect, DeCarlos Brown Jr., now charged by federal authorities at the federal level with causing death on a mass transit system. Now, today in their news conference, federal authorities talked about the 23-year-old Ukrainian immigrant and how she was just building her life here in the United States. President Trump himself earlier today posted on social media about this case, and he highlighted not just the suspect's lengthy criminal history, but also blamed Charlotte's bail system. Let's listen.
For far too long, Americans have been forced to put up with Democrat-run cities that set loose savage, bloodthirsty criminals to prey on innocent people. They've adopted a policy of catch and release for thugs and killers. In Charlotte, North Carolina, we saw the results of these policies when a 23-year-old woman who came here from Ukraine met her bloody end on a public train.
Now, the 23-year-old Iryna Zarutska, according to federal authorities, had been staying at a bomb shelter shortly before she came to the U.S. Also today, Hallie, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said that his department would investigate this incident, and he's threatening to withhold federal funds if local leaders don't do more to protect riders on public transit, Hallie.
Gabe, it is entirely possible that we could hear from the president himself on this again directly at this event that is scheduled to happen at the Oval Office. Looks like it's running a bit behind schedule. Talk us through that piece of it. Do we know when that's going to happen? Still TBD, right?
Yes, it's
Okay.
one of those events where, you know, the president holding event here at the White House. It has been delayed significantly now for about an hour, about a half hour or so. We're still waiting to see if he does open it up to press, and he'll certainly take questions on that. And as you were talking about with Richard Engel, there's certainly many other topics that reporters will ask him about, Hal.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.